Hey, thanks for tuning in to LRGA Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. While you're at it, hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. Thanks for tuning in. Start with this copyright disclaimer under Section 107. The Copyright Disclaimer Act allows for purposes such as criticism and comment, and that's what we're doing today, criticizing and commenting on Love and Marriage Huntsville is going to be the topic. So for this, fair use is permitted. Let's jump right in. Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is Melody and Martell, the creators and executive producers of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is the rest of the cast. We have Tisha and Marceau. We have Kimmy and I can't believe I forgot his name. Anyway, the show this time starts off with a photo shoot with Mel Single Male, taking a photo shoot with her kids as African royalty. It was a really cute moment for her. And then Destiny walks in and they talk a little bit about Martell having a baby and everything. And then we get to Martell, and Martell decided to go see Dr. Francis so that he could relate his version of why he cheated with the peasant and impregnated her. Dr. Francis said, there's a difference between who you are and what you do. Let's just, focus on the kids. You're not a bad person for impregnating somebody while you were married. And Martell, of course, goes on to blame everybody but himself. Then, as soon as he leaves the doctor, he gets in the car and he calls the Sidechick. We found out her name is Ariane Curie, who he also referred to as a peasant. And he gets in the car with her and he's asking for a DNA test. Are you sure the baby's mine? And then she ends up saying, yes, it's yours. I'm 1,000 times sure it's yours. And he's like, okay, I'll call you after I go over here to this thing over at the opening of BLAQUE, and she's all, oh, you've always been so good to me. You've always been so good to me. It was hard to watch because I like Melody and I liked Melody and Martell as a couple, and seeing the way that he is enamored to this woman who he called a peasant and impregnated while he was married to Melody on a reality show. I just can't. It's so messy. And now other mistresses are coming out. Anyway, he pulls up to the BLAQUE grand opening, which was really nice. Marceau and Tisha's dream of opening BLAQUE went really well. Jamal did a great job as the general manager. He had it all together. The event looked nice. It looked like everything was going off without a hitch. They got food on time and everything. And everybody was really impressed with how Jamal stepped up to the plate. I thought it looked great. And Marceau was very impressed with it too. They did an unveiling of the sign for the Uptown. And then Tisha pulled Melody to the side and apologized for the comments that they made at the camp out that night. She apologized to Melody for the comments she made at the camp out. And Melody seemed to have accepted her apology. Now, remember last time Marceau set that up. Next, we have Marcus and Martell having a little talk over there outside of BLAQUE, still at the opening, where Martell is being his weird self with all his nerve and delusion to go to Marcus, Melody's blood brother, and say, the kids are used to having a husband and a wife, not a husband and a husband around. And I think they need some normalcy. And, I don't know if it's a bad example for you to be around my kids so much. But excuse me, Martell, had you not cheated and made all these other babies with other women, because now reports are coming out that it's more than one other baby, he should have been the one to consider that. For him to try to put that on Marcus is ridiculous. And then, of course, Melody comes up and is like, what are you guys talking about? And Martell says, I never said that. I was just talking to him about some more gaslighting. Martell is not an honest person. And then we have Martell sit down with Melody because Marcus is done talking to gaslighting Martell, and he gets up and he lets Melody have a moment with Martell. And now, mind you, Martell had just got off the phone with the side chick who he referred to as a peasant, cheated on Mel with for 5 years or more, made a baby with. Supposedly she's moving in right now in 2021. Supposedly they're about to set up and play house with the new baby in tow. And he just got off the phone with her in the car before this scene and said, "Oh, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to step up. I'm going to take care of the baby and everything." And then he gets out of there and he gets to Melody and he starts spraying the gas on Melody too. He is a gaslighting, manipulative narcissist, in my opinion. And I'm so glad that Melody got out from under his narcissistic ways. He said some tear-jerking stuff. Look, he's handing her a tissue right there. And he knew it worked. He said, "Oh, I love you. I wish this never happened. I wish I had never done this, and da-da-da. And I always love you and you da-da-da." And look, she's almost shed a tear. And then you could see it. It was like something came over him and he was like, "Ha, got you." And as soon as she was like, "Well, you never said that to me before, and "You never said that to me before." She said, "You should have considered this stuff before, but it is what it is now." And then she said, "Maybe, you would have never left me." I would have never left. She said, "No, I would have never left if you had said this and done this before." And he said, "Yeah, but I would have left you." Hello? Are you listening, people? It sounds confusing because it is. He just said, "I love you." He just said he wished he never did it. He just said all he wants is his family. She sheds a tear and says, "Well, had you said all this and acted like this before, then I would have never left." And then he flips the script right there. And right then, in that moment, Melody, it was like a spell was lifted and she was back to business. The gas of gaslighting, the fumes of it had lifted from over her head, and she was able to see his ways clear as day. And she was like, "Well, the lawyer said that your lawyer quit or something," she said. "He don't have no representation. He taking his time. Okay? He taking his time. So you're dragging your feet, Martell, while you're making families on the side, disrespecting your family, holding all these other people accountable for your stuff, in my opinion, and blaming poor Melody for all of this, making up stories on her." I don't believe half of the stuff that he puts out. I'm not even going to repeat it because to me, it's not repeatable. And he should have protected and honored the mother of his union with those kids and what his vows were. It says a lot about him overall to now find out that he also has these other many mistresses coming forward in the freedom of being free of a narcissistic in their ways. You know what I'm saying? In the comments below, leave a comment. Have you ever been under a narcissist spell? Have you ever been a narcissist? Do you think that it was okay for Martell to have acted this way for years, to have disrespected Melody Holt, the mother of his children? Hashtag Telltale Signs, her new single. Huh? Can you blame her for getting a divorce and being done and moving on with her life and going forward with her dreams? And then, okay, so he tried to gaslight her. Let me get back to this thing real fast. He tried to gaslight her. She was clear. She was very clear, crystal clear. The spell was lifted. Melody was back to business. You need to get your lawyer because I have mine. We are moving forward. All these words are no. We are moving forward. Regardless of what you're saying, I know that you haven't treated me the way I know I should have been treated. Yeah, but nothing else from you, Martell Holt. we're sign the papers. And then he tried to tell her, shut up. And she said, there are no more shut the F's up here. There are none. There are none. Ooh. That was a bravo to Melody Holt. That's going to be an iconic reality TV moment. And look, that's the way he practically looked right after. Anyway, so Melody and her clarity was get the papers signed. We're moving forward. You don't get to tell me what to do. You just sign the papers. Okay? And he did, because it's just got reported this week that the divorce is final. Thank God. And Melody is able to move on. You can pick up her new single, Telltale Signs, on streaming platforms, I believe. I'm not real sure. This is not a paid promotion, obviously. But I did hear the song. It's great. She's looking beautiful, living her best life, being a great mom to her kids, doing her entrepreneurial things. She's been having interviews lately saying, you know, the things that she's doing. She's still making her money. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to LRGA Curves. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.